Long ago, a band of stickmen set out to explore the world beyond the edges of their maps. They wandered for weeks until they hit a colossal wall that the sky cut in half, stretching further than the eye can see. To turn back was unthinkable, so day after day, they chipped away at the base until they'd carved a narrow tunnel through the bedrock. When they emerged the other side, they fell into stunned silence. Before them lay a realm of impossible beauty. The air vibrated with a strange energy. The landscape was a canvas of colours they didn't even have names for. But as they explored, they realised the place had something deeper than sights. It held profound knowledge. To walk through the land was suddenly understand the fabric of reality itself. Deep, unspoken truths unlocked in their minds with every step. One of the explorers finally broke the quiet. This place changes everything. It holds power beyond anything our people have ever dreamed of, which is exactly why it cannot be shared, another hissed. If the crowds come, they will trample it. It will lose what makes it extraordinary. They turned to their leader, who looked back at the tunnel, his eyes dark with a new ambition. Only a select few shall ever see this, he decreed. Only those we deem worthy. And so a pact was born in the quiet of the paradise. When the expedition turned home, they did not bring back the truth. Instead, they brought a carefully crafted ghost story. They told the village that there was nothing beyond the wall, a barren of wasteland, a pointless, grueling waste of time. Whenever the subject arose, they dismissed it with casual practiced confidence, ensuring anyone who asked felt foolish for even wondering. Years passed, and the lie hardened into history. One day, a young curious stickman looked up at the barrier and suggested that perhaps there was something worth finding on the other side. But instead of debating him, the original explorers simply laughed. They mocked his naivety so loud, so ruthlessly, the entire village joined in. Choked by humiliation, the young man dropped his gaze and never spoke about it again. The tactic was perfect. It was a revelation for the elite. The explorers realised they no longer needed to guard the tunnel. The people would guard it themselves. They began teaching the youth that only fools dreamed of the horizon. The students learned to ridicule the unknown without ever questioning why. Generation after generation, the lesson was passed down until mockery became the pillar of their culture. Eventually, the fear of laughter became so strong, it became stronger than the spark of curiosity. If anyone dared suggest the world beyond the wall, the crowd didn't argue. They shamed. They pointed, jeered, and isolated the doubter until the questions stopped. The existence of another world was no longer a mystery to be solved. It was a joke to be avoided. Meanwhile, in the shadows of the village's willful blindness, a chosen few quietly slipped through the hidden tunnel. They drank from the well of knowledge, basking in the reality their neighbours had been trained to believe was a myth. The greatest discovery the stickman had ever made did not vanish because it was destroyed. It disappeared beneath generations of manufactured certainty. The wall remained. The tunnel endured. The hidden land waited, vibrant and alive. But no one ever looked for it again, because they were all too busy laughing at the dark.